Mr. DiCenzo.
Chief Turner, how you doing?
Doing all right. Pleasure meeting you. Unfortunate under these circumstances.
You ever picked out a grave, Mr. Turner? You ever picked out a tombstone?
Can't say I have.
Yeah, it ain't easy. It's all about the placement of it. What type? Too many graves I've had to pick out in the past years. Never really feels right. Shit, if I ever die, I'd rather get cremated. Toss me in the water somewhere. Somewhere nice. Maybe off a cliff or something.
I'd like to offer my condolences to you and yours. Heard you lost a dear friend of yours. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he was a good man. Despite all the shit he did, despite the life he lived, he was a good man. A father, too. Should have never gone out the way he did. This ain't necessarily about Frankie. This ain't really about him. It's about everything that's led up to recent events with the police department, BCSO. I'm sure you're aware of the story, things that have happened.
I am aware of quite a few point of views of the situation. I was hoping I could get your point of view of the situation as well as we look into it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not one to talk to cops, no offense. But, I'm taking a gamble here with you. I hear that you can be a very reasonable man. Someone that seeks accountability. And from leader to leader, I think that's crucial to run a smooth operation. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Good. There was a shootout on Vespucci a couple days ago. Didn't have to go that way. It's not what we wanted. It's not what we intended. It all started with some nonsense, if you want to call it that. Carmine pulling up and trespassing us.
The cops are here, guys.
Hey, fuck the cops. Hey, fuck the cops.
Oh, yeah, they're coming to the property because we beat up those guys.
All right, all of you guys, you came from up on that property, right? Shut your mouth.
Shut up, rat boy.
Answer the question. I'm sure none of you want to go to prison at this ungodly hour.
What the fuck you gonna do, little boy?
I don't think you were on scene. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I was not. Not until later.
Well, Carmine decided to trespass or attempt to, or at least get us away from the area, you know? And there was a back and forth. There was banter. Typical shit with Carmine, right? That's right. Get the fuck out of here. That's fucking right. Get the... Oh, that's murder. Motherfucker.
Shut up, Lucian.
Bongo's
Shut up,
driving.
Luciano.
Fucker.
Luciano.
Shut up, booty.
Fucker. Oh.
Luciano's really going for it,
Fuck you,
huh?
Luciano.
There's like, who are all these
Luciano.
people?
If they want to fuck it up, we'll fuck it up.
Shut up, Luciano.
50 people running at us.
It's okay, they're Italian, so they only count as like a third.
God, that stinks. It's gonna be Luciano.
That's right, baby. You like that shit, don't you? You like that shit, don't you, motherfucker? The fuck out of here, motherfucker. The fuck out of here, motherfucker. That's right. That's right. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. That's right. It's never really serious when it comes to him unless, you know, things evolve, which they did. And, well, the same way he was trying to remove us from a property, which, you know, we felt there was a public space. Just trying to get a good view of the beach is all, of the pier. It ended up with officers running us over with their cars. And it wasn't a mistake. I'm not talking about, oh, they just backed up and one of us got ran over and now we're fucking blowing a gasket over it. No. I'm talking about officers opening their doors of their cars while they're driving and slamming my people into the fucking ground and up in the air. That is what led to the shootout. And it was multiple officers. It wasn't just one. One in BCSO and one in your department.
He's running over people. Get that fucking guy.
Over everyone, guys.
Now they've done it.
Hey!
Get your fucking rangers out. Take them out. One at a time, though.
Oh,
Don't fuck
shit.
each other up.
Oh, shit!
Harry's
Who's shooting?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
We can't all shoot. We can't all shoot.
Oh,
Okay,
shit!
we're fucking
They
ran us
started
over.
shooting too. Exactly. They ran everyone over.
Oh, shit! That's fucking
I fucking sound open fire.
Coming on the left side.
Brother, they fucking running us
Run to the
over.
beach, grab the cars. Run to the beach, grab the cars. Run to the beach, grab the cars.
Let's go. We got it there. Oh, shit, I'm getting shot.
Run. We're gonna have cops right in front of us right here. Okay, put that motherfucker down and run.
So then, you know, shootout happens. Blood is spilled. Unfortunately, there's a big storm that comes around and, you know, we're not too sure what to make of it. I do believe one of mine is checked in with an officer to see if there's a warrant at some point. There's no warrant. They said that nothing's going to come out of it. Everything's okay. We say okay. Perfect. All good. And then he gets arrested. Moments after. For another incident. And the warrant is slapped on him. Right then and there. Serves his time. Gets fined. So I'm confused. Are you guys not all on the same page? Or some are saying yes, some are saying no. Was it fucking around? Was it not fucking around? I don't understand. Fast forward. Frankie dies. Good friend of mine. Almost a brother to me. I'm in the hospital. Looking at his cold body. His lifeless body. Looking at him dead in the fucking eye. It's empty. Nothing there. And I get word that officers are looking to serve a goddamn warrant for the shootout in Vespucci. Right in the fucking hospital. Right in the middle of that. They couldn't wait no fucking second. Not even 1 second for me to leave. They wanted to do it right then and there. To serve and protect. Where's the fucking humanity behind it? Where's the respect for the dead? All that leads, well, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Officers got shot. People bled. There's one in the ICU. My people got fucked over. Unnecessary violence, if you ask me. Right?
I agree. I do agree. The situation was, as you said, a bit of a mess, and that's why we are looking into it to see, not a matter of if wrongdoing took place, but a matter of how egregious the wrongdoing was, so we can punish it accordingly. I'm not interested in officers using excessive force or conducting themselves in ways that escalate situations. I know that happens. I've been in office here for something along 2 weeks, and I see it myself. It's something I want to combat. It takes a bit of time, but it's something I do want to combat. Now, I need to ask some specific questions about the situation. I've interviewed many officers. I spoke to, I believe, a friend of yours, Mr. Santana. Gotten his side of it.
Yep.
All right. At point which officers made contact with y'all out there at that location off Magellan, I believe. There might be a block or two away from that, the initial contact. What was that interaction like? I believe with Carmine.
Yeah, it was him fucking around. It was him saying, "Oh, you guys are trespassing. What are you guys doing on that rooftop? There's a property down there that we have access to, and there's another building next to it with a nice terrace on the rooftop of it. So we decided to, hey, let's go next door. Let's check the view from here." Carmine comes in, swinging his dick around like he usually does, but he's fucking around. I get it, right? We're not taking offense to it. There's a lot of us there too. More than 10. Because again, we're just out there checking the property out. We're not doing anything illegal. No guns are being drawn. There's no weapons out. Nothing like that. We are very, very peaceful at that point. So Carmine's fucking around. Hey, you guys are trespassing, huh? A couple of units arrive. And we're like, no, we ain't fucking trespassing. And then, we start fucking around. Like, there's a banter back and forth. Shit talking, if you want to call it.
All right. I believe somebody was injured on site. Is that right? That also got treated during this conversation?
Yeah, one of ours recklessly took a tumble off the roof.
And they did get medical attention right away?
Yeah, ambulance was called and everything.
Okay. So what transpired to have, and again, I'm hoping we have an understanding here that we're going to be brutally honest with each other. Because I want these officers to be held accountable as well. But I have to know every tidbit of it, all right? What transpired that made officers back out of that situation?
It seems like they were overwhelmed by the amount of people that were there. We told them that we weren't doing anything, that we were just looking at the view. And I will admit, because of the numbers that we had, I feel like that's what made them leave the scene. Some of us started hitting them their cars to encourage them to leave. Kicking cars. Punching cars. That's about it. Again, no weapons were drawn at that time. I'm unsure if Carmine was hit, if he was slapped or something like that. Maybe just once. That's about it, though. We didn't want it to escalate more than it was. It was fucking around between the both. They were swinging their dicks around. We started swinging ours. That's it. We wanted to get back to what we were doing.
All right. From my understanding, the officers backed out of the area something like a block away before the catastrophe happened. Is that accurate?
They were chased down the street, yeah. Not sure how you measure a block, but it was up the... See if I can tell you exactly. Yeah, it was on Magellan. They were kind of ran down the
Magellan's
street.
where it took place. Is that right?
I believe so, yeah. I believe that's where the property's at. Magellan and maybe Melanoma. Never mind, hold on. It was more near the pier. It's by the Venetian.
All right. So where you all were was not the street where this catastrophe took place. Is that right? Just want to make sure I understand.
I'd have to see the street to remember it, but I remember running them off, you know, chasing them on foot, not with our cars. They were in their cars. They were exiting the area. They were leaving the area, and we were chasing behind them on foot. You know, telling them, "Get the fuck out of here," all that, whatever, and they were gonna leave. So yeah, maybe a block away. They were being chased away on foot. Yeah, I mean that's really the gist of it. I mean, I don't think I'm leaving out any details. If you want the more specifics of the street, we can go right now and check it out. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
I'm trying to confirm the information I've been provided through the interviews. So I'm kind of not necessarily leaving them open-ended. I'm just trying to make sure we got the picture painted correctly instead of filling it in myself.
Right. I mean, I can understand where this could go, right? I can understand that officers maybe felt that they were being assaulted, right? And I understand you guys have your ways of de-escalating things, right? You guys have, you know, you got your tasers, you got your fucking batons, and I'm sure that in that case, it probably wouldn't have led to a shootout. You guys are at the end of the day doing your jobs. We understand that. In fact, we probably would have backed off. We probably would have just diffused everything, right? But it's when the cars are brought out and the doors are wide open and they're running into people, it's mowing down a crowd. That's where the problem really was.
Absolutely. I'm there with you on that. Which vehicle had its doors open, and at what point did it open them that you noticed?
I believe it was Jimbo Sutton's vehicle, white Penumbra, if I'm not mistaken.
You know Jimbo?
I've had, you know, a little bit of history with Jimbo, arrests and whatnot.
Enough that you know him first and last name and was able to identify he was driving the vehicle?
Yeah, he was definitely there. Yeah.
Okay.
And D-Link was there as well. He was also in a black police vehicle. I don't know if it was a Penumbra or not, but it was one of those fast cars.
Did he open his doors?
I don't recall. I saw the white car with the doors open. I don't think D-Link opened his doors. I can confirm that with one of mine, though. One of mine that was hurt. One of mine that was sent in the air by that car, specifically.
All right.
That's it. There was
How
only
many
two
people
vehicles.
were hit by the vehicles? In your recount?
In my recount, at least 3 people were ran over.
Hmm. Okay. What transpired after that?
Well, after that, I immediately started hearing shots being fired. I had no idea what the fuck was going on, but I understood very shortly after that it was because some of ours were getting run over. They weren't too happy about it. Shots were fired, and I believe the car that D-Link was in, I mean, he got absolutely riddled with bullets. That one vehicle. There was a shootout in the entire area. There was a police dog on scene as well. We tried getting out of the area, but at the same time, there was people that were on the floor bleeding out. We couldn't leave them behind. It was a fucking mess, absolute mess. Cops all over the place. Cops being gunned down. Our people getting gunned down. Absolute chaos is what happened.
Now, this is between two departments, BCSO and LSPD. It needs to be discussed amongst those departments as to what the repercussions will be for said situation. Not a matter of if there's wrongdoing, there was wrongdoing, right? If you had it your way, what would those repercussions look like to you?
I would either suspend them or fire them. You guys live to serve and protect. You guys deal with the most shit in the fucking city. You deal with everybody's shit. And I'd expect it to be dealt with in a responsible way. Not in a reckless way. You see, here's the thing as well, right? There's on one hand, you got cops fucking running people over. And then on the other, you have cops, I don't know, signing fucking warrants. And not being on the same page with the others. So I think there's two different issues here, right?
Do you know which officer told it was, I believe, your partner or friend, that there was no warrants going to be issued for the situation? We've been trying to track that down, and we cannot find who it is.
I can get specifics on that from the person directly, but I also spoke to two officers from BCSO by the Funhouse, and they told me that there was no warrants as well. Unfortunately, I don't recall the name, but she had white hair. She had a like a sheriff vest on her. She was talking to McNulty over the radio, relaying some things. McNulty must know who she is.
Long white hair, down to the mid-back?
I believe so, yeah. She said nothing should and essentially wouldn't come from that incident.
All right.
She was with a colleague of hers that had, I believe, purple hair, purple pinkish hair, long nails, darker complexion.
Well, what I can tell you is that after that storm passed over, we all congregated for our meeting there. It was talked amongst everyone in the room, and it was decided amongst everyone that we're going to be pursuing these charges due to the situation that transpired and led up to it. Now, I can't do anything about those warrants at this point. that was something that had to, you all feel the need to contest, you're obviously more than, you're able to contest those charges, take them to court. In terms of repercussions, like I said, there will be repercussions. To what extent, though, that will have to be discussed amongst the BCSO and LSPD.
Okay.
I spoke to Mr. Santana, I believe it is, yesterday, who expressed he's holding his people back from loading the guns and coming hunting after law enforcement. I obviously don't want that to happen. We need to prevent that. There's no need for further bloodshed. Your concerns are not going to the wayside. They are being addressed, and they're being addressed swiftly as well. So I ask that this does not escalate any further.
I'll speak to Mr. Santana. And I'll try to avoid bloodshed.
I appreciate that.
There's one more thing.
All right.
Regarding the shootouts that we've had class 1s, pistols, Desert Eagles. I've noticed both departments using class 2s. A lot of force being used. Both in Vespucci and in yesterday's shootout at Humane Labs. Is there a reason for that? Is that protocol?
We have certain protocols in place that would allow officers to utilize long rifles. I believe in the situation down at the beach, my understanding was they were present. Class 2s were present. That was the understanding of everyone, which is why they were utilized. There appeared to be a miscommunication when it came to the Humane Labs, as it was perceived to be state property. We were wrong. It is not state property. And that's being actively addressed. But while I'd like to say that won't happen again, it shouldn't happen again. We're going to do our best to prevent it from happening again.
Okay. I appreciate you looking into this, Chief.
Absolutely.
If you have any additional questions, feel free to give me a call.
All right. Nino did pass your number down to me. Did he pass my number to you?
Yeah, I got your number.
All right. All right, Mr. DiCenzo. If you have anything, do let me know, all right?
Sure. I'm gonna go back to picking out a grave, huh? Take care.
You take care now.